Alright, so here is the introduction for all collectibles, Hell on Earth.
All the wickedness
So
that
this part
mankind
right
can
here is
produce.
unskippable. There is a way to skip it, but I don't really bother. It's like
Them.
15 seconds of my life. But
Only you
right as he says, rip and tear till it's
and
done,
tear
hold R, and
until
you'll
it
be able to
is
skip
done.
the rest of this cutscene. Now this is where the run starts. Right as my first input starts, that's when the run officially starts. Kill these 3 fodders, shoot them in the chest works, the head works, whatever it is. So I do have my macro activated right now because I do have my middle mouse doesn't work that well. But you just want to run down here, grab this chainsaw. I like to hit 1 just to switch back because I don't like it covers up my entire screen. Hit that block, come over here, hit this wall. If you clear these stairs, it technically saves just a tiny amount of time. Jump here, and here's where we get to our first trick of the run. It's called, I don't know exactly what it's called, but if you swap weapons or swap mods right before you pick up a collectible, it will automatically skip the animation of collecting it. So if I hit, in my case, hit Q to swap weapons, and then walk into it, I'll automatically completely skip that animation. So what you want to do here, you want to buy sticky bombs. I don't know anyone who actually buys full auto. That kind of seems dumb, or even use it at any point in this run, but you want to go for sticky bombs. So you buy sticky bombs here, and to skip this little bit right here, you just hit escape a couple times, and it'll skip that tiny little bit of animation, saving you maybe half second to a second. Run through here, pretty simple stuff. Sometimes they'll try and attack you like that, sometimes they don't, it's just RNG. Pretty simple stuff here. You just want to be trying to conserve ammo, trying to get as accurate as possible, use as little ammo as possible. I already mentioned that, but pretty simple stuff so far. Right as you're low on ammo, you want to pick up the 2 ammo reserves that you'll find sitting around on the left and right side. Now we're almost done here. There we go. So you want to grab this page. This is our second collectible of the run. Well, technically, I don't know, what, 4th, 5th? Because of the chainsaw and the mod. Whatever. Open this door and immediately hold R to skip the cutscene. You can jump here. Sometimes you can get a little boost right there, which I didn't get, unfortunately. Grab this page right here, turn to your right, grab this mod bot, and buy full auto. At no point in this run you'll really be using this unless you do, for whatever reason, but there's no real point to use it. Jump up here to the left, and swap mods to collect that, and now you have your sticky bombs equipped instead of full auto. Grab that ammo right there. Jump down here. This is the way that I like to do it. Saves maybe just a little bit, like, if anything, just a tiny bit of time compared to the top route. So as you can see what I just did there, I did a slope boost. So essentially what I did as I fell down, if you hold down your macro or spin your mouse wheel at just the right time when you land, your downwards momentum will be carried into forward momentum. And that'll allow you to get over here very quickly. You can use those in any type of form, whether it's small or large. Tiny boosts like that can always help you. So you want to come to this edge right here, go off the side, and right as you're off the side, you want to hit your macro or spin your mouse wheel. Grab this right here. Switch back. Sometimes you can get a little boost right here, just like I just did. See, I'm going a little bit faster than normal. So I am on low health here. That's because I was explaining some stuff earlier, but normally you should be on like pretty adequate health. Jump up here. Pretty simple stuff. Normally try to avoid grabbing right there. It saves a bit of time. Hit here. And this one can sometimes be tough to switch weapons in time because it's really hard to tell the hitbox. Run over here. Jump on this little ledge here. Double jump again, grab this page, turn around. Sometimes, if you're lucky, you can fall through without grabbing there. Then you're going to come over here to the first major sequence break of this run. So right here, you're going to go to this edge, you're going to walk off while holding Q. Oop, missed it. Why am I going backwards? I'm sorry, I've never seen that before. Just like that. Now you're going to be up here on this long bar. It's a little bit hard to see right here, but it's here. So you're going to run over here. You normally want to do a big jump there, try and skip right into here, and now you're going to be in the tunnel. So from here, you want to swap weapons before you pick this up, of course. Okay, this is actually a really good example of what could happen. So there's a very small chance that when you pick up items, if you do it at just the right time, you'll have no hands. And in order to fix this, you either swap weapons. Oh, come on. By hitting Q, sometimes the numpad doesn't work for whatever reason, or you can mantle onto something that also fixes it most of the time. Sometimes there's a glitch that I like to call hands no weapon, no hands no weapon, and in that case, you can only mantle. You cannot swap weapons for any means, and you can only mantle to fix it. I'm actually going to go over here just to grab a little bit of health so I don't die here for the tutorial. So you want to go this way. After loading checkpoint, what that does, because we had a big sequence break that brought us from over here to right here, there is a possibility that some enemies in this area will spawn much later than intended, and that'll prevent you from progressing. So if you load checkpoint, you'll save a lot of time just from enemy spawns. So normally what I like to do, never mind, he jumped down, but I like to get a quick kill right there. 1, 2, 3, kill the Cacodemon. Glory kill it. You only, in these early levels, before you get quick glory kills, you only really want to be glory killing Cacos and potentially Cacodemons. Potentially. Because sometimes it's hard to waste a lot of ammo on a staggered Cacodemon. So, just glory killing it is sometimes a good use of your time. Now this is where you save up all of your chainsaw ammo just to kill this Arachnotron right here. So after it's dead, there should only be just a couple fodders left. I like to pick this one up just in case. And just one more. There we go. Now, if you wait close to this door, you'll go right past this Arachnotron right here. Jump over here. Now, there's two different things you can do here. You can do this part normally and just do a super boost, or you can do a Caco boost, which is what I'm going to explain right here. Okay, I did not get it unfortunately, but if you hit E at just the right time after staggering and glory killing a Cacodemon, you'll be able to do what we call a Caco boost, which is not very conventional, but in very small situations like that one right there, it can save you a little bit of time. So you've got, I like to shoot that right there to keep them out of my way. There's going to be a tentacle right here and a barrel right there. That just gets all of them out of the way. Sometimes this guy might hit you, which you didn't. And I'll show you right here. So normally, for certain collectibles, you only want, for every collectible, you want to switch weapons and not mods. Because I'll show you what happens on certain collectibles when you swap mods. Right here, I have no hands and no weapon. So I can't switch weapons for whatever reason. Whatever I do, I can't switch weapons. In this case, there's only two things you can do. You can mantle onto a surface, which there's no mantleable surface around here, or grab onto walls, and that'll fix your your positioning. So that's why you only really want to be using a weapon swap and not mod swap, because you can potentially get soft locked and ruin good runs that way. So make sure to just be switching weapons. Coming over here, this is pretty self-explanatory. So fodder demons will continue to spawn as long as that Arachnotron is alive. So you want to make sure that you kill it as quick as possible, so you don't have to kill as many fodder demons. That imp ate my other shot. And there's just going to be a couple more imps after that last Caco. And there we go. So for here, if my ammo management is a bit better, you normally don't have to pick that one up, and you'll be closer up here. There's going to be two that spawn right here, sometimes one, there's two this time. You want to be using quick scopes, because they do instantly kill any fodder, and it is very useful for just killing enemies from very long distance. Like a good example would be on Doom Hunter base. There's a spot there on the very first screen that you can use it for if he's a little far away. Sometimes on this level you can as well. So I like to shoot my grenade and then just hit it with grenade shot or with shotgun shots. Let's check if there's any over there. There's not. Try your best to hit this one because he likes to run this way, which is a little out of the way. A little annoying. And there should be just one more right there.
The Khan Mako is nearby. She is inside that demonic citadel.
Now you're just going to run in here.
Location on your HUD.
And there's a small boost that I found here that you could potentially do if you do it right. So if you hold your macro down or scroll your mouse wheel at just the right time, I didn't get the boost unfortunately. There's just a backup here potentially. There we go. If you just continue holding your macro down, you can get a nice boost there, and that saves you maybe half a second. But time save is time save. I did not mean to do that. Sometimes you don't always want to be holding your macro down. It will put you in positions that you don't want to be in. Or lose time by sending you backwards like you saw earlier. I didn't get that second boost there. There's a small boost you can get right there that can save you a tiny bit of time. Hit E, hold R, and then hold enter, and then it'll skip all this. If you want, you can wait and check if you got all the collectibles. It may, like during your first couple runs, it is worth doing just to check if you have all the collectibles. You know, putting 2 and some hours into your run and then having it disqualified is not always fun. So then you're going to hit space, and this is going to start loading in. Now you're going to be in the Fortress of Doom. There's a cutscene here, and just hold R to skip it. You're going to go straight forward, jump over here, and even though this isn't a collectible that you can just walk through and pick it up, but you have to hit E to pick it up, you can still weapon swap to skip the animation. So if I hit Q then E, it completely skips the animation. Now if I go over here, you want to buy this one right here, because ammo is incredibly important in this run. Just if you play this run long enough, you'll understand where enemy spawns are, who you want to be focusing first, and so on. So health and armor isn't as important, so you want to be focusing on getting all of your ammo maxed out first, and then health and armor. If you want, you can change it to your own liking, but I prefer to do all ammo first. Hit this here, and then now just kind of waste time, do whatever you need to. This takes a little bit of time. And this is going to bring us to Exultia. So this split officially ends on the auto splitter right here. Right there, that we are now in the Exultia split. I hope that helped you understand what the hell on earth for all collectibles is like.